Handa sa pagpugay. Pugay. Pug. Respect is one of the things that you will learn in the art of Arnis. So what I did a while ago is a sign of respect that you show to your trainer, to your seniors, and to the people around you. We call that one pagpupugay or saludo. Right at this very moment, my dear students, I would like to clarify for everyone that we still lack the concrete information as to the history of Arnis. In different regions, there are different versions of history of Arnis, and I myself would be happy if we can really collect the evidences that can really help us create a book talking about the true history of Arnis. So for now, let's talk about some important items about Arnis. To start with, Arnis ESKRIMA Kali. Arnis is the official national martial arts and sports of the Philippines. It is also known as Kali or ESKRIMA. These two terms are used for the traditional martial arts of the Philippines, or we call it Filipino Martial Arts, FMA, that focuses on weapon-based fighting with knives, sticks, bladed weapons, and some improvised weapons. Arnis is a combat sport to defend oneself from attacks using hand-to-hand combat, grappling, and weapon disarming in weapon-based fights. Declaration of Arnis. It was signed by the former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo on December 11, 2009, declaring Arnis as our national martial arts and sports of the Philippines through Republic Act 9850. And through this act, the different agencies are mandated to implement and promote our national martial arts and sports of the Philippines, which is Arnis. First, we have DepEd, or Department of Education, CHED, Commission on Higher Education, NCCA, National Commission for Culture and the Arts, and POC, or Philippine Olympics Committee. So these different agencies, they are mandated. That is why if you observe, my dear students, and to all or to the viewers, that in different agencies, they are now including Arnis in the different competitions. For example, in DepEd, we have the regional meet, national meet, palarong pambansa. Then in college or in universities, we have SQUAA and other international competitions. So remember, it was declared on December 2009, declaring Arnis as our national martial arts and sports of the Philippines through Republic Act 9850. The origin of the name. So the word Arnis originated from the old Spanish term arnis, meaning armor, and eskrima, a Filipinization of the Spanish word esgrima, meaning fencing. Whereas the name Kali was derived from the pre-Hispanic Filipino term kalis, which means blades and fencing. Practitioners of the sport are called arnisador for male and arnisadora for female, and escrimador for male and escrimadora for female in the eskrima and Kali art. Moreover, all the three, Arnis, eskrima, and Kali, belong to the same family of Filipino weapon-based martial arts and fighting system. Initially, the sport was practiced by peasants or by commoner class people. These practitioners lacked the scholarly knowledge due to which this sport has no written records. The origin of Arnis can be traced back to native fighting techniques during the conflicts among the various pre-Hispanic Filipino tribes or kingdoms. whereas another form of Spanish fencing dating back to the 15th century also influenced the current form of Arnis. Moreover, it also has the impact of Chinese, Arab, and Indian martial arts. It is believed by some people of the Philippines that the Filipino art of Arnis has some roots connected to India, as the people who traveled through Indonesia and Malaysia to the Philippine Islands had brought this art with them. Silambam, a stick-based ancient martial art of Tamil Nadu, India, has influenced many martial art forms in Asia, including Arnis, which has some similar moves with the short stick kali or kaji and other weapon-based styles of silambam. Arnis originally belonged to the people of the Philippines. The art slowly spread to other countries, and by the time of World War II, many continents adopted it. Arnis also played a significant role during the Philippine revolutionaries against the Spaniards. The different governing bodies of Arnis. It started with National Arnis Association of the Philippines, or NARAFED, founded by General Fabian Seaver from 1975 to 1986. Then it was followed by RP, or Arnis Philippines, in the year 1986. Then we have World ESKRIMA Kali Arnis Federation, or WECAF, founded by Senior Grandmaster Junicio Cañete in 1989. Then we also have IARNIS, or International Arnis, in the year 2010. And currently, the official governing body of Arnis is PCAF, or Philippine ESKRIMA Kali Arnis Federation, in the year 2017. So this is the official logo of PCAF, the official governing body of Arnis. So in this organization, they shared all the different characteristics, styles of different clubs in the Philippines, from ESKRIMA, Kali, and Arnis. So PCAF united every clubs in order to create one organization for Arnis, so that we can help each other promote our national sport, which is Arnis. And this PCAF is headed by a chairman who is our current Senate President, Senator Miguel Subiri, who is also an Arnisador. So he said during the last SEA Games, we in the Philippine ESKRIMA Kali Arnis Federation, or PCAF, are very proud and very excited that we are finally seeing Arnis on a SEA Games stage beyond our shores. Because one of the main goals of PCAF is to promote our national martial art and sport of the Philippines, which is Arnis. And they are trying their best that our national sport will be included in Olympics, which is the highest form of sports competition in the world. So as of now, we are now included in the SEA Games. So let us help everyone promote our national sports so that later on, Arnis will be included in the Olympic Games. These are the following equipment used in Arnis. So Arnis, Kali, ESKRIMA are all part of the same art depending on the location, dialect, and type of training. The one interpretation common to all of them is that Kali is the mother art of Arnis and ESKRIMA. Moreover, Arnis focuses on the knife, including the dagger, sword, and any form of bladed weapon, whereas ESKRIMA is based on the baston or stick. Therefore, the equipment used in Arnis are: first, we have impact weapons, sticks that are made of the following: baston, ratan, padded sticks, kamagong, or bahi. So these are some of the examples of impact weapons or sticks. So normally, my dear students, you will be using one of them later on in our classes. Second, we have the edge weapons. Knife, dagger, spear, etc. are edge weapons used throughout the history for combat, hunting, and ceremonies. So these are some of the examples. And during competition, my dear students, just to clarify, during competitions, the players are using wooden weapon. Walang totoo sa mga weapon na ginagamit nila. All of it are made of wood. They just paint it to make it real. Okay? They just paint the different weapons. Lahat nun made of wood. Okay? Baka merong magdadala na totoong weapon dyan. So bawal yan ha. Bawal magdala na totoong weapons. These are just examples. You can use these examples or edge weapons for display purposes. But during competition, you will use a wooden weapons. Next, we have the headgear. So these are examples of headgear. And there are different headgears to be used in live sticks and padded sticks. It is necessity in Arnis combat. It is covered with high-grade leatherette and vinyl that is printed with ethnic art. Its materials provide vital protection from head strikes, and a multi-thickness metal frames is developed for impact protection. Mind you, this sport is very safe for everyone because of this protection. Next, we have body armor. So this is the body armor for live sticks. It is designed specially to provide complete upper body protection while allowing mobility and protection. The armor is usually made of hard plastic and vinyl for lightness, and the lower panels are extended downwards to provide extra coverage. Next is leg guard. So this one. These guards can be used to protect both thigh and the shin area and are not only designed for protection but also for comfort and practicality. Next, we have the groin guard. So it is a special padding for the lower abdomen. It has a groin cup to provide complete protection to the groin area. So we have different shape for the male groin and for the female groin guard. So this one is for the male, while this one is for the female. Then we have hand gloves. So these are hand gloves. It is a thick rubber protection which serves as a protection from strikes as the stick is held in hand. Its open palm design ensures a stable grip and finger flexibility for impact absorption. Next is Arnis clothing. The basic Arnis uniform is made from twill fabric, which maintains durability and comfort. It is specially designed after the classic Arnis uniform with Velcro straps to close the flaps easily. So normally, my dear students, during competition, the players are instructed to wear white upper and red for the lower. And sometimes you can also make use of your delegation uniform during Palarong Pambansa or during SKWA and other competition. So it will depend on the assigned uniform. Next is the rubber mats. So this is where the players will have the competition. So it is made for competition and training by different martial arts and combat sports like Arnis, Taekwondo, Karate, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, MMA, etc. Lightweight, portable, dual-colored with red and blue. Competition grade, durability, designed specifically to absorb impact from jumping, rolling, falling, and slamming without injury to the user. So normally, as I check, the one mat measures 1 meter by 1 meter, and normal price for that is around 1,000 to 1,200, depending on the store. Next, these are some of the known grandmasters. So by the way, there are a lot of grandmasters all over the Philippines, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So we cannot discuss every one of them, so I just choose some for reference purposes. So first, we have Senior Grandmaster Siriaco Kakoy Cañete, which is a Cebu-based Grandmaster, the founder of Kakoy Dosipares. Then we also have Grandmaster Remy Presas, who is known as the father of modern Arnis. Then Grandmaster Bobby Tabuada, the founder of the Balintawak system. So they are just some, right? But there are a lot of senior grandmasters and grandmasters all over the Philippines and the world. Some of them are found in other countries. Categories and gameplay. So let's start with the different officiating officials. So during competition, these are the following officials who are responsible in the conduct of the game. Number one is the tournament manager. So the tournament manager will oversee how the game goes on from day one up to the last day. Then we have the screening and accreditation committee. So they are in charge in screening your papers if you are qualified or not, depending on your age and your weight, including your documents that you are going to submit. Okay. Number three, referee. So the referee is in charge in the conduct of the game, particularly during sparring or labanan. So he or she is the one who will control the game to avoid injury and other unexpected incidents. Number four, we have judges. So the judges are responsible for giving scores and points to the players. So during labanan, the judges are positioned around the competition area, and they will be the one to give points to the players. For a new competition, the judges are positioned in the corner, and they will give the points from 1 to 10 based on criteria. Then number five, we have the corner officials for Anyo. So they are related to each other, the judges and the corner officials. So they will be the one to give the score during Anyo. Next, we have timer, the one responsible for the time during labanan and Anyo competition. And number seven, the recorder, who's responsible for recording all the data, all the information, all the results during the competition. So these are the officiating officials for Arnis. And sometimes it will vary depending on availability of officials. Normally in the lower level of competition like district meet or intramurals, so it will matter or it will depend on availability of officials in your area. But in higher level like national competition and international competition, there are a lot of officials. Next, we have the tournament format. So there are two categories in Arnis. Number one is the sparring competition or the labanan. And the second one is anyo. So for sparring competition, there are two categories also under that. We have live sticks and padded sticks. So when we say live sticks, hindi ibig sabihin na buhay, okay? Live sticks meaning yung totoong rattan sticks ang gagamitin. While the other category is padded, where the players will be using a padded foam for competition. So yung live sticks, ito yon. Yan, totoong rattan yan. So yan ang ibig sabihin ng live sticks. And drawing of lots shall apply and pairing for the single elimination system. So in this category, they will play using single elimination system. Then for anyo form or karansa, the order of performance shall be decided also through drawing of lots. So remember the two categories in Arnis, sparring, competition or labanan, and anyo form or karansa. So let's go deeper with these categories. Next, we have sparring or labanan. Arnis sparring is one of the important aspects of Filipino martial arts training. Sparring is a way to develop your skills and with your partner too. It also helps you to develop practical and realistic movement. One of the most important rules in sparring is to respect your opponent's weapon. So there are two categories in sparring or labanan. First, we have live sticks. The second one, we have padded sticks. So when you say live sticks, as what I've said a while ago, we are using the real rattan sticks. And it is unlimited strikes or rapid strikes. You are allowed to strike from the head going to your legs, but you are not allowed to strike from the knee downwards. So that will be considered a foul. So again, take note for rapid strikes or live sticks, head to your legs because the armor is only fit up to the leg part. That is why you are not allowed anymore to strike below the knee. Then for live stakes, it is played within 1 minute per round, then best of 3 rounds. So the question now is how the players are being scored. Okay, so one of the things that the judges are observing during the game, who is dominant in every round. So they will consider the power of the strike, the form, the art, and then the endurance. So normally this is an endurance test because you will strike in rapid, unlimited strikes. And then you are not allowed to strike in one area. There must be a variation of strikes from the head to your legs. So from one area down to the other and so on and so forth. You will not do like this. That is a violation also. Only maximum of 3 strikes in one area. So 1, 2, 3, you need to strike another part of the body. So that is live sticks or unlimited strikes. And the scoring is this one. So when there is a slight edge, the scoring is 10-9. So 10 is given to the dominant one, while the other player will get 9. If there is a wide edge, so 10-8, and if it is one-sided, halatang halata na dominant yung kabila, 10-7 yung score. So that's how live stakes is being scored by the judges. Next, second category is padded sticks. One hit, one kill. Pero hindi ibig sabihin patay ha. One kill, yung strike lang. One hit, one kill. So the first to get highest points within 2 minutes wins the game. So paunahan ito ng tira. Okay, the first one to strike will get the point. And then pagka-strike ng one player, automatic hinto yan. So the referee will say hinto. So strike, hinto. Hindi na pwedeng return strike. Okay? One strike, one hit, and then hinto, then another one, then fight agad, then go back to the game. So the first to get highest points within 2 minutes wins the game. Next, there are different categories in Arnis Labanan according to weight division. So we have pinweight, bantamweight, featherweight, extra lightweight, and half lightweight. So we'll not go deeper na lang sa mga weight from 47 kilos up to 100 plus kilos. And these categories is different in terms of weight from male and female. So meron mga konting difference lang as to pinweight, meron konting difference sa pinweight sa babae, meron ding konting difference sa pinweight sa panlalaki. Okay? So every players will choose what category ang sasalihan niya. Then during or one day before the competition, meron niya tinatawag na weighing. Ibig sabihin, titimbangin yung player if qualified siya sa kaniyang weight category. So there are a lot of instances na nangyayari ha, mind you, to those who are planning to become an Arnis or an Arnisador. Be sure to control your weight and to manage your weight before the game, before the competition. So if possible, 1 week, makuha mo na yung timbang mo. Then maintain ka na lang until the weighing period. there are a lot of players during the weighing period. Kailangan pang mag-jogging ng whole day or kailangan pang the day before the weighing, kailangan pang mag-jogging kasi sobra sa timbang and so on and so forth. So mahirap yun. So if you are an arnisador, you must discipline yourselves in terms of your weight category. Kain mo, activities mo, kailangan disiplinado ka para hindi ka magka-problema during weigh-in. So what will happen if ever hindi ka pumasok sa weight category mo? So there are instances na or possible options lang ha. First option, pwede kang magpataas ng timbang. Depende na rin yan sa coach mo if i-allow. But normally, hindi ina-allow yan ng mga coaches para madisiplina yung player. So kung hindi mo nakuha yung timbang mo, disqualified ka. Hindi ka makakalaro sa labanan. Pero if merong mga cases na kung papayag yung coach, mag-a-adjust yung ibang players para sa'yo. But as what I've said, in Arnis, we are training everyone or the Arnisadors to be responsible and to discipline themselves. So kailangan, if maglalaro ka sa labanan, you know how to control yourselves. In terms of your weight, kaya mong i-maintain yan until the weighing or until the competition para hindi ka magka-problema. So this category is good for live sticks and padded sticks. Next, let's have likha anyo or karansa. So likha anyo is the application of the art by showcasing the strikes and stances into a performing arts. Later on, my dear students, all the things that you will be learning in Arnis, in our classes throughout the semester, you will be incorporating all those strikes and whatever creativity you can incorporate to that to form an anyo. So that will be one of your tasks later on. A simple strike, when you combine that one, you can create now an anyo. So anyo, minimum of 1 minute, maximum of 2 minutes performance. There are different events in anyo. So ulitin ko, the performance in anyo is minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes performance. Pag lumagpas sa 2 minutes, may deduction yan. Pag hindi umabot ng 1 minute, may deduction rin yan. Then the judges will score your performance from 1 to 10 using a specific criteria given to them. So normally, kasama na dyan yung creativity, difficulty of movement, originality. Okay, so that is how the anyo is being evaluated by the judges. So let's go to the different categories. First, we have individual anyo, meaning one player will perform anyo. Second, we have synchronized anyo, 3 players by gender yan ha. Yung individual by gender pa rin yan. Synchronized by gender pa rin. So 3 male, 3 ladies. Then another category, we have single weapon. Ibig sabihin, you are using one weapon. Either you are using a stick, you are using a sword, a long stick, chako, or any kind of weapon. Basta made of wood. Walang magdadala ng totoong weapon dun sa competition area. Bawal yun. Okay? Even sword, lahat made of wood. Pwede mong pinturahan para magmukhang totoo, pero bawal magdala ng totoo. Next is double weapon. You can use identical weapon or not identical. When you say identical, the same, dalawang sword, dalawang stick, dalawang dagger, etc. As long as depende yan sa'yo, or not identical. Okay. Pwede stick yung isa, pwede rin sword yung kabila. It's up to you. That is double weapon. Third category is espada idaga or sword and dagger. So itong hawak dito, there is an example of sword, tapos dagger, yung dagger. Okay. Then try to clarify lang. So itong category na ito, iba-iba ito ha. So for example, individual player will play single weapon. Individual player will play double weapon. Individual will play espada idaga. Synchronized will play single weapon. Synchronize will play double weapon. Synchronize will use espada idaga. So maraming category, maraming events ang pwedeng salihan ng mga Arnisadors. Then we also have another categories in Anyo, traditional and non-traditional. In traditional Anyo, there are no music. The rules for that, your movements are plainly striking and fighting techniques. No creativity, no creative styles, no jumping, no rolling, plainly fighting techniques for traditional. While for non-traditional anyo, you can use a musical accompaniment. Merong background music, merong mga stunts, you can add creativity, you can add other things to make your performance more attractive and creative. So these are the different categories in Anyo. So just try to imagine. Individual player can play single weapon with traditional Anyo. Individual player can play double weapon with traditional Anyo. Individual player can play espada idaga traditional. Then synchronize can play after that individual single weapon nantrad, individual double weapon nantrad, individual espada idaga nantrad, then synchronize single weapon traditional. So try to imagine, maraming events ang pwedeng salihan sa anyo category. Okay? So yun. So whatever you will learn in our Arnis class throughout the semester, you will apply that one later on in a form of anyo. So you will be creating your own anyo. So dyan natin makikita yung creativity nyo later on. So just go on with the practice, keep on practice. And our main purpose here for our PathFit 3 classes, don't forget my dear students, we are still aiming for your fitness. So from the word itself, PathFit, physical activities towards health and fitness. So we will use Arnis to improve your level of fitness through the different drills, activities, and exercises in Arnis. For you to really understand the difference of the different categories, so let's have this one. For Labanan, so we have live sticks on this side, and we have padded sticks gear on this side. So what's the difference? So for live sticks, you can strike from the head going to the legs because the body gear is only up to the legs. You can strike anywhere there, and then it must be varied strikes, variation of strikes from one side going to the legs, to the head, and so on and so forth. So that is live sticks, unlimited rapid strikes. While for Labanan, using padded sticks, as what you can observe here, the player is protected from head going to your feet, which means you can strike anywhere of the body, mula ulo hanggang paa. Then when you strike or during the game sa Labanan using padded stick, one strike, one hit. So the referee will say, handa, laban. Then pag tumama na, sabihin ng referee, hinto. Then the judges will raise the flag, either red or blue. So there are 3 judges. The best or 2 out of 3 will get a point. For example, out of 3 judges, itinaas yung blue flag, meaning the blue player gets the score. So 2 out of 3 merong score. Pero pag one red, one flag, tapos yung isa is draw, meaning hindi niya nakita, so walang score yon. Then the referee will say, handa, laban. They will strike again. Pagkatama, hinto, then the judges will raise the flag depending on what they see. Kung sino yung unang nakatama, yan yung bibigyan nila ng score, either red or blue player. So yan yung sa labanan. Next, we have anyo. So ito yung tinatawag na individual anyo. Isang player lang nagpi-perform. Then we have the synchronized, 3 players. Depende kung ano yung category mo, ilang player man yung category mo, pwede kang maglaro either individual, individual weapon, double weapon, or espada idaga. So, pwede yan. And then for individual and synchronized, pwede ka rin pumili traditional ba or non-traditional. So maraming pwedeng event na laruin sa anyo. Then meron din tayong tinatawag na bago yung team sayaw. So buong team mag-create ng composition or mag-create ng sayaw using fighting strikes in Arnis. They can have their creativity, they can create a concept depending on their chosen category of team sayaw. Kung ano yung concept nila. So those are the different categories. So I hope nakuha nyo yung differences ng labanan and anyo. And mind you, my dear students, it's very exciting to watch Arnis competition. Especially makita mo talaga na live. Iba talaga yung excitement. So hoping to see you soon in a certain competition because most of the time during Arnis competition, dito yan i-held sa Cebu. For Region 7, dyan yan sa SMC side usually. I would like to emphasize this to everyone and to my dear students. As of this very moment, there is no standard strikes for Arnis. We have to respect that in our country, we have different clubs offering Arnis from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Each club might have different styles, drills, and activities for Arnis. But all of it, they're all referring to Arnis, but we need to respect them. Let's avoid comparing one style from other style. Remember, we have what we call as club-based Arnis, and we have school-based Arnis. So in school-based Arnis, we are learning the basic of Arnis. We are learning the basic strikes, and it might be following a single club, depending on your trainer or your professor or instructor. And the club-based Arnis, its style will depend on its identity. So respect each other. And what we are trying to do here is we are trying to promote everyone the art of Arnis. Let's help each other that sooner or later we can extend the art of Arnis all over the world so that it will become one of the events in the Olympics. I think that's all I would like to share with you, my dear students, and to the viewers. Enjoy while learning the art of Arnis. So this is our national martial art and sports of the Philippines, Arnis. Sabayang pagpupugay, handa sa pagpugay. Pugay. Pug. That's all for today's video. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. See you on my next video.